Welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. It's going to be 1 hour of yin and yang yoga. We'll go ahead and get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to give time for people that are joining live to get situated. We're going to begin in child's pose today, so get there. Hey Stacy, hey Susan, thanks for joining in. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and begin. We're going to start in child's pose today. So go ahead and bring your knees max width distance, big toes to touch. Sink your hips back and spread your arms out on the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Take up some space. And choose to use this hour to your practice. So set aside any planning or any anticipating, any worry, and just be here. Begin to allow your body to move ever more with every exhale, grounding down more into the earth. Inhale, sending it down to the bottom of your belly, up to the top of the chest. Breathing in fully, and exhaling fully. Allow for your breath to be your anchor in your practice today. So anytime the mind begins to wander to something else, just observe that thought. Place your awareness back onto your breath. Begin to walk the hands to the back of the mat, coming into hero's pose. Let's bring your knees in towards one another, sitting on your shins, and if you have a block or pillow at home, you can sit on that for more comfort if you'd like. And then extend your arms out to a T. And then wrap the right arm under the left. Keep your dog, walk the fingers close together, and close the eyes for a moment. Spread the fingers wide, hold a lot of you. And just begin to offer some gratitude for yourself. Offer some gratitude for your health, for your body, for your breath. And you can continue to stay here or take eagle arms, intertwining the arms, creating more space between the shoulder blades. Bring the elbows away from the body, fingertips up towards the sky, shoulders away from the ears. Notice the space being created between the two shoulder blades. And take 5 full rounds of breath. Place the arm back out to a T. This time hug the left arm under the right. And this hug is going to symbolize us as a community, that hug, that love that we'll be able to give one another once all of this is over. So just imagine doing that now. So sending gratitude to everyone in this community at Riverside, everyone that you interact with, your family, your friends. hands, sending gratitude outwardly. Then you can choose to stay here or take eagle arms, wrapping them together, reaching the fingers up, shoulders away from the ear. Notice the space that's created between the shoulder blades, and notice how your inhales increase that space. 5 rounds of breath. Release the arms. Make your way to tabletop. Place the hands down on the mat. Spread the knees a little wider so they're stacked under the hips. And then widen your hands, pressing down the knuckles, pressing down the palms. Notice the parts of your feet and your legs that are touching the mat. Create that grounding sensation. Then with your inhale, begin to arch into your toes. And we'll pause here just for a few moments and just notice your body here. Notice that the tailbone goes up more towards the sky. Notice how you can send your eyelids just a little bit farther, your eye gaze a little bit farther up. Encouraging more opening in that front of the neck, drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Then with the next exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin in, and then come onto the fingertips. So really feeling the extreme of this pose. Shift the weight forward and back. Feeling the space being added to the lower vertebrae, the lower back. Notice how your exhales assist grounding here, more of an emptying out in the torso. And then place the palms back on the mat, cow pose, breathe in. Cat pose, breathe out. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue to flow at the pace of your own breath, moving intentionally and listening to your body. Allow your full breath to encourage that fluid movement. And then add on from here. It may feel nice to take some side-to-side movements. It may feel nice to circle at the hips. It may feel nice to come onto the fingertips, squiggles, any movements that feel good in the body. Move intuitively. And take 10 more full rounds of breath. Maybe you offer some as well. 4 rounds of breath. And after your 10th exhale, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes under, and float your knees a few inches from the mat. See if you can ground down through all parts of the hands, so not just weight into the wrist, but fully activating the fingers, the palms. And then engage your core, hugging the belly button close to the spine. Maybe shift the weight slightly forward and back, feeling that core engage. And then come back into stillness, stacking the shoulders over the wrist. 5 more rounds of breath. With the 5th exhale, downward facing dog, straighten out the legs, keep pressing through the hands. And then notice the difference between just like sinking down into the wrists and really pressing through the fingertips, sending the hips higher to the sky, allowing your chest to melt back towards the thigh. Let your neck and your head release any tension. You need to hold it any certain way. And then place your awareness on the lower part of your body, on your hips, on your hamstrings, on your feet. Then move intuitively with what feels nice here. So maybe wiggle those hips from side to side, maybe bend alternating knees. In the stance, so do anything with the feet. Just move intuitively here, like how you did in that cat and cow sequence. Do about 5 more rounds of breath of exploration in this first down dog. Shift your weight forward to a high plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrist, and then come up onto the tips of your toes and shift your weight forward and back, just using the momentum of the toes. And just like before in that hovering tabletop, can you hug your navel in towards the spine, engage your core, tuck your tailbone, create that stability here in this high plank. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, your elbows close to the body. Upward facing dog, ground down through your hands, drop the shoulders, gaze up, 3 rounds of breath. With the third exhale, down dog, hips to the sky, bend alternating knees, 3 rounds of breath. Puppy dog pose. Bring the knees down to the mat, untuck the toes, walk the hands out more, and lower the chest down to the mat. Send the gaze between the hands. Option 2, place the chin down or the forehead. 5 rounds of breath. Sphinx pose, keep the forearms down, bring your hips down to the mat, making sure the shoulders are stacked directly over the elbows. Create a lift through the elbows instead of 3 more rounds of breath. And the third exhale, lower down, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows close to the body. With your next inhale, cobra pose, gently press through the hands as you use most of the muscles in the lower back to support you here. Barely any strength in the arms being used. Then soften the glutes, soften the legs, slight tuck of the chin, creating the back side of your neck. 3 rounds of breath. Stay lifted in the chest a few centimeters. Press through the hands, upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale high to the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Ragdoll pose. Keep the feet up split distance. Bend at the knees, grab opposite elbows. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Take a letting go of tension in the face. And sway from side to side, allowing for decompression in the lower spine, softness in the torso, stability in the legs. Notice your breath here. Are you allowing it to support you, or are you allowing it to flow in and out effortlessly? Release your elbows and gently rise up to mountain pose. Take your time getting there, stacking vertebrae on vertebrae. And then once you're there, reach the arms overhead, take a full breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold in. Mountain pose, inhale. To heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold in. Right foot steps back for runner's lunge. Hips arch the spine. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, arch and drop. Exhale, rise. Right hand to the mat, left arm to the sky for a twist. A little bit higher in the lips and the back of the right knee. You ground down through the ball of that back foot a little bit more, sitting that heel higher. Top hand circles at the wrist. 3 rounds of breath. Left hand back to the mat. High plank, front foot steps back. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels. Exhale, press. Extend your right leg to and keep kicking through your heel. So pointing the toes towards the earth, keeping the hips square as you continue to kick that leg high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge, foot steps through. Inhale, drop and arch. Exhale, lower the left knee, the toes. Walk the hands back for a half split. Flex that right foot towards your face, keep drawing the hip back. Soften your torso over the leg. Maybe for this first one, adding a slight bend to that knee to take some of that edge off of the stretch here. Then meet it with ease, meet it with relaxation and fullness in your breath, and take 5 more rounds of it. Forward to a runner's lunge, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Halfway lift. And pose, arm sweep overhead, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, folds. Halfway lift. Fold in. Left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Inhale, drop the hips, arch the spine, gaze up. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, arch and drop. Exhale, rise. Twist, left hand plants down, right arm to the sky. Can you stay rooted in your feet, supported in the legs by engaging the quadriceps, by engaging the back leg and bringing the back part of that left knee up towards the sky more. And then gaze up and take circles of that top wrist, 3 rounds of breath. Place the right hand back to the mat, high plank, front foot steps back, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Press the hands, send the hips high. Inhale, lift the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Extend your leg to the sky. Flex through that left foot, kicking the heel up more. Keep pointing the toes down towards the earth as you kick the leg high. Runner's lunge, breathe out. Inhale, arch and drop. Exhale, rise. Lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. Half split. Walk the hands back as you flex that left foot. Keep drawing the hip back, soften the torso over the leg. Consider adding a slight bend to the knee for this first one on this side. Approach your practice with gentleness, presence, 5 rounds of breath. Return back to that runner's lunge, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Halfway lift. Fold in. Mountain pose, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Right foot steps back for the runner's lunge. Inhale, drop and arch. Exhale, rise. Twist, right hand to the mat, left arm to the sky. Send your gaze high, keep the hips lifted. 3 rounds of breath. And lower the right knee down to the mat, untuck the toes. Water wheel, engage your core and rise up in the torso. Keep drawing that left shoulder blade back. Option send your gaze beyond that backhand. Play around with balance here. 3 rounds of breath. Low crescent lunge, reach the arms high. Option is sink a little bit lower, creating a deeper opening in the right hip flexor. Gaze up beyond your fingertips, breathe in. Exhale, cactus the arms, 3 full rounds of breath. Hands frame the front foot, half split. Walk the hands back, straightening out the left leg. Draw the hip back. Soften your torso over the leg, 3 rounds of breath. Turn back to that runner's lunge. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Extend the right leg to the sky, kick through the heel, pointing the toes towards the mat. And to continue to kick through that foot, and walk the hands towards the left leg, coming into a standing split. If it feels nice, a hand or 2 off of the mat. 3 more rounds of breath. Walk the hands back out, coming back into that 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Down dog, breathe out, foot back to the mat. Inhale, high to the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels. Dolphin pose. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Stacking the shoulders right over the elbows. Send your gaze between your hands. And then inhale, lift high to the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, press. Extend the right leg to the sky. Keep kicking through that right heel. 3. Lower the right leg back to the mat. Downward facing dog. Press through the hands. Inhale, high to the tippy toes. Exhale, press. Right leg to the sky. Breathe in. Warrior 2, exhale. Ground down through your feet. Extend your arms out to a T. Offer some softness to the shoulders. You sink lower into that front leg. Keep drawing the shoulder blades together. Send your gaze beyond the fingertips. 5 rounds of breath. From the bottom of the belly to the top of the chest. Full breaths in, full breaths out. Right palm to the sky. Reverse your warrior. Create length in the side body. Sink lower in that leg as you reach to the fingertips. Option in with that left hand to reach it behind you, grabbing for the right thigh or lower back for a half climb. 3 more rounds of breath. Continue to reach through your hand and straighten the right leg as well. Inhale. Triangle pose, exhale. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Create more of an opening in that left shoulder, that left hip. 5 rounds of breath. Lizard lunge to the inside of that right foot, coming onto the ball of the back. Heel toe the right foot to the outside of the mat, and lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. Option to flex with that right foot, opening the knee out to the side, creating more of an opening in that right hip as well. Stay on the palm to your forearms. Choose what best works for your body in this moment. Soften your shoulders. Notice the gentleness of your exhales. 5 rounds of breath. You need to rise back onto your forward, placing the foot back to the mat. Right, now point the right toes towards the outside. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Yogi squat. Left foot steps to the outside of the hand. Bring the hands to heart center. Sink the hips down. Slight tuck of the chin. 5 rounds of breath. Hands to the mat, fold forward, send the hips to the sky, grab opposite elbows, slight bend in the knees, sway from side to side. Shake your head no. Allow for your torso to become like cooked spaghetti here, like very neatly, very loose. Trust the support in the feet, in the ground. Release the elbows, heel to the feet, back to hips width distance. Take a half breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Step your left foot back for a runner's lunge. Inhale, drop the hip, arch the spine, gaze up. Exhale, runner's lunge. Twist, left hand to the mat, right arm to the sky. 3 rounds of breath. Stay twisted in the torso, left knee down, untuck the toes, water wheel. Slowly rise up, engaging the core, draw that right shoulder, the wobbles, meet them with kindness. 3 rounds of breath. Low crescent lunge, reach your arms high. Option to sink a little bit lower into that left hip. Send your gaze up, reach the fingertips, inhale. Practice the arms, 3 full rounds of breath. Hands turn the front foot, half split. Walk the hands back, flex through the right foot, draw the right hip back and soften your torso. 3 rounds of breath. Return back, runner's lunge, high plank, inhale, chaturanga, exhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Extend your left leg to the sky, step, right foot, an option to lift a hand or 2. 3 more rounds of breath. Walk it back out to a 3-legged down dog. Foot comes down. Inhale high to the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels. Dolphin pose. Place your forearms down on the mat, shoulders stacked over the elbows. Extend the left leg to the sky, kick through the heel. 3 rounds of breath. Left foot back to the mat. Downward facing dog, press through the hands. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Ground down through your feet. Extend the arms out. The stability in the legs. And notice your breath. Notice how each inhale feels in your body. Take 5 more breaths. Left palm to the sky. Reverse your warrior. Create length through the left side body. Reach to the fingertips. Option reach behind with the right hand, grabbing the thigh or lower spine. 3 rounds of breath. Keep reaching through your fingers. Straighten out the front leg. Inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Left hand comes down, right arm extends up. Notice the opening in that top part of your body as that right shoulder blade, right hip draws open. 5 rounds of breath. Lizard lunge. Hands come to the inside of that left foot. Shimmy that left foot to the outside of the mat and drop the back knee. Untuck your toes. Choose on what serves your body best here. So maybe opening that leg out to the side, flexing at the foot. Option to come down to a forearm or 2. And just because you took one variation on one side doesn't mean you have to take it on this one. So listen to your body. Once you're there, create softness with your breath and take 5 more rounds of it. Rise back up to your palms. Place the foot back to the mat if you lifted it. The back toes. Lift the knee. Walk the steps to the outside of the hand. Hands to heart center. Sink the hips. Maybe even close the eyes. Turning the attention inwards. 5 rounds of breath. Gently place your hands by your side. Make your way to a seat. Once you're there, bring the soles of the feet together. Knees come out wide. Create a tall spine here. Hands on top of your feet. And if you'd like, even just like pressing around on the feet, giving yourself a little bit of massage here. Feeling some gratitude and appreciation for your feet and for the support they just gave you in your practice, or in your yang part of the practice, the more vigorous, flowy part. Thank you, feet. And then create a tall spine. Breathe in. As you exhale, begin to hinge at the hips, keeping the spine as straight for as long as feels nice in your body. And then once you find that comfortable edge, go ahead and round in, bring the torso more towards the feet. If you have any props at home, blocks, pillows, blankets, towels, you can either place them underneath your torso on top of your feet or the floor to rest your arms on them. Another option is you can place them underneath your knees for some more support here. So wherever you are, no matter what props you're using, for your shoulders to soften a little bit more. Allow for your face to soften. Notice the opening in your hips. Notice any sensations in the spine, the lower back. Notice any thoughts that may begin to arise as we slow down the practice. And you can choose, a few things. You can choose to engage in the thoughts. You can choose to try to push them away. Or you can just choose to moment, creating a little bit more space between you and your thoughts. Just saying, hey, I acknowledge that you're there, but I don't want to participate in you right now. So just setting them off to the side. Staying rooted in what's present, staying rooted in your breath. And take about 10 more rounds of it. rise up in your torso. Take your time getting there. And we'll come into double pigeon. So take the right leg just as if you were going to come into a crisscross applesauce. With the left leg flex at the left foot. And cross the space just above the ankle over that right thigh. So at the leg, stay flexed at that left foot. And if you have any props that you want to put underneath this thigh or this knee, feel free to do that. Place your fingertips down by your side, shoulders away from the ears, create that tall shoulder blades back, slight tuck of the chin. Close your eyes, turning the attention inwards. Your breath here, notice your flow into this new pose. And then choose to stay here, sitting tall. Or option, keep the straight spine and begin to hinge at the hips, creating a deeper opening in that left hip. And then once you find that sustainable edge, or you can't really keep the back straight anymore, feel free to round in, bringing the forearms, the palms, anything down to the earth or to the mat or to a prop. And then if your hands or down on the mat, see if you can find softness in your arms, softness in your shoulder. Being mindful not to carry any unnecessary tension in the body as we're mindfully opening that left hip, that left glute. Just a few more rounds of breath here. bent over, slowly begin to rise up. And gently switch legs. So placing that left leg down on the mat as if you're going to sit in crisscross applesauce. Flex at the right foot, placing the space just above the left thigh. And be present with yourself. Notice how this side feels. If you want to use a prop here, feel free to do so under that right thigh or knee. And then place your fingertips down by your side. Slight tuck of the chin. Draw the shoulder blades back. Create that tall, straight, spacious spine here. Allow for your breath to flow freely in and out of it. And choose to stay sitting upright, keeping the straight chin to hinge forward, and then eventually rounding in, maybe coming down to the palms or prop. Scan the body. So notice the parts of your legs that are touching the mat, feeling that support, that stability there. Notice the opening in that right hip, that right glute. It's the target area of the stretch. And ensure that that right foot is still flexed to protect the joints. And as you work your awareness upwards on the body, noticing the parts of your back that are rising and falling with your breath. Notice your shoulders. Can you soften them more here? Can you soften your arms, your hands? Can you relax your neck and your face a little bit more? Just a few more rounds of breath here. If you bent over, slowly rise up in the torso. Take your time. And then gently remove that leg off of the other. And extend both legs out in front of you. It may feel nice to give them a little shake. Do what feels nice. Maybe even pointing and flexing the toes a few times. And the next time you flex the feet, keep them there. Notice your sits bone. Sit up a little bit taller, placing your fingertips down by the side. Option to add a slight bend to the knees if you'd like. And take a full breath in. So hinge at the hips, folding forward over the legs, and grabbing onto wherever feels nice for you. So that might be the shins, that might be the thighs, that might be the ankles, the feet, the toes. Do what feels nice in your body here. Choose that variation where you feel the opening in your hamstrings, but that you don't feel so much tension, that you can relax into it. And allow for the breath to freely flow here. Take about 10 more slow rounds of it. Slowly begin to rise up. Take your time. And lower all the way down. Once you're there, hug your knees into chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Rock from side to side. Massaging your lower back down into the mat. Allowing for the arms to be a loving embrace, an act of kindness, an act of passion towards yourself. And then extend your arms out to a T or to goalpost arms. And drop the knees to the right side for a twist. Over the left shoulder. Allow for that left shoulder to ground down towards the earth more. And if you have some space between your thighs, or you can feel free to place a pillow, a block, or anything between them for more comfort. Close your eyes and begin to observe your body here. Notice the physical parts of you that are being supported by the ground. Notice the support in your inhales. And then the parts of you that are being twisted, that are being compressed. Notice how your exhales nurture that movement. Draw the knees to the other side. Once the knees drop to the left side, notice the connection of that right shoulder down towards the mat. Exhale, that shoulder can melt down a little bit more. Consider offering a prop between your thighs or under the lower one for more support. And once again, notice the parts of your body that are touching the mat, touching the floor. Notice the support in your arms, the side of your body, your legs, your feet. Notice the parts of you that are compressed, that are twisted. And there's that part of you that's balanced between the two. So even though the physical body is doing all these twists, all these turns, can you find that place of stillness, that place of unshakable peace inside of you? Beginning to let go of the physicalness of the practice. Really tap into the feeling of it, the benefit of it. This feeling of stillness, of peace, and of ease. Bring the knees back to center. You have two options here. The first is to take Sleeping Tiger. So for that option, you just extend the legs up. You can reach the arms up as well, that same direction as the legs, and find softness in the wrists and the ankles. So option to stay here, or option to take legs up the wall. So for that option, you can just find a wall that's next to you in your home, or even a couch or anything that can support the back part of your legs. What to do is put your bottom up to the wall or to the couch or whatever you're using, and then swing the legs up so the bottom is close to the base of whatever you're putting your legs on. And then allow for your legs to be supported here. You can flex the feet or you can just let them be. No matter where you are in Sleeping Tiger or in legs up, go ahead and close your eyes. Allow for your shoulders to melt down into the mat. For the rest on the legs, on the feet, the ankles. allowing gravity to work the opposite way on them, compressing the joints in the opposite direction, allowing for that balance, that flow. Just a few more rounds of breath wherever you are. And we'll go ahead and make our way into our pose of rest. So if you move to a wall, maybe even consider staying and legs up the wall. Took sleeping tiger, consider coming down onto your back. Wherever you are, just allow for your body to be supported. Begin to scan the body, starting at the feet. So releasing any tension in the toes, the feet, and the ankles. Relaxing the shins, the knees, the thighs. Relax the hips. Relax your stomach and your lower back. Soften your torso, your chest. Relax your upper back and your shoulders. Soften your arms, your elbows, and your forearms. Relax the wrists, the hands, the fingers. Soften your neck, your jaw. Relax your mouth, your nose. Soften the eyelids, the eyebrows. Relax the forehead. Allow for more space between you and your thoughts. Take rest here. I'll guide you back in a few minutes. Shavasana. Reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Roll onto the right side for fetal pose. This feeling of balance and of ease is always there inside of you. Softly press yourself up into a comfortable seat, placing the hands together, noticing the connection of the two sides, the connection of the yin and yang, the effort, the ease. Whatever words resonate with you, just signifying that balance within you. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. The light in me is the light in you. Stay. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I feel really grateful to still be able to come on here and connect with you guys via Facebook Live and offer these classes. So thanks so much for joining in. Thanks so much for watching this later and practicing. You guys are all staying safe and are enjoying yourself to the best of your capabilities during these times. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back with the same style of class. And then I'll also be on here Friday with Vinyasa Yoga at 9:15 and Power Yoga Saturday at 10:30 a.m. So I'll see you guys when I see you. Have a great rest of your day.